Hi guys, Colesy. Today is obviously something a little bit different. I have two large parcels to open that we're going to take a look at. So I've seen a lot of these videos around where people are buying liquidated items from websites and auctions and stuff. That made me think the other day, I wonder where they get them from, and I wonder if I could find some liquidated items that would interest me, that I would be interested in buying. Well, I did, and now I have two large parcels. So I do know what they are, but I haven't seen what kind of quality necessarily they are. Everything should work. Nothing said it was broken, but really you get like one picture of the box, say, and that's pretty much all you get, and then you bid on it. So if everything here is good, then I have saved myself a good chunk of money on some of this stuff, and if not, then I have wasted a good chunk of money. So let me show you the boxes. First package, we have this one. It is more than one item in here, I believe. But we have this package, and the other package is this one. Now this is a fairly large package. So this one specifically, it is a gaming chair. It said it was a gaming chair. It said it was a HyperX gaming chair. It says HyperX on the box, which is the reason I bought it. I'm not entirely sure I really need a new chair, but because I knew it was a brand HyperX, they're the headphones I use, I have a HyperX microphone, I kind of wanted to buy it because it was cheap, so that's what I did. But the picture I saw of this is literally what you're seeing now. This box, in this condition. So who knows how good it's going to be, if all the parts are even there. I have no idea. But I think we'll open this one last because this one is large. Oh! And we shall start with this package. In this package, I have ordered two monitors. A 27-inch AOC monitor. I believe that's 75 Hertz, and a 22-inch AOC monitor. Now, both said that they were working. They might have some cosmetic defects, like scratches or something, but as long as they're not too bad, then they're perfectly usable. I think they both come with the power cable. I hope they do. I guess we better open this and see what we get. Let me just let you guys know how much I spent on these three items, because obviously when I bought these things, I made sure that I looked up to make sure I was getting a good deal. And if I wasn't getting a good deal, there was no point bidding on them. The 27-inch monitor, the Asus monitor, I paid £57. The 22-inch I paid £38. And the HyperX gaming chair over there, I paid £44 for. Depending on which one it is, which specific model of HyperX chair it is, and obviously if it's all there and complete, but a new one of those is about £200, so I paid £44 for that. And in terms of the monitors, it's kind of a little bit harder to find, but they are sort of around 100-ish for the 22-inch and up to 180 for the 27-inch. If these are all working and functional and good, I got myself a good bargain from a liquidation sale. This thing is wrapped tight. I have them upside down. Okie dokie. Well, we can definitely see that they're in the boxes. I'm guessing this would be the 27-inch. I was just checking that didn't have my address on it, but no. This would be the 27-inch monitor, because it's the bigger box. This smaller one will be the 22-inch. Now, the reason I decided to get monitors was not because I necessarily massively need monitors. My monitors are kind of fine and they do me fine. But the 27-inch has a higher refresh rate. I'm not sure about 22. But 27 has a higher refresh rate, so it's higher than the 60 Hertz, which I'm kind of using and used to at the minute. But mainly the monitors I've been using the same monitors for like 6-7 years now. So, you know, they are getting older and it was time to replace them. And if I can get a good deal, then why not? I hope that this is going to be okay. I hope that it's not going to be like completely battered up. Go over there, box. Okie dokie. So, power cable, good, need that, otherwise basically useless. DVI cable might come in handy, not sure. A bag with stickers on, talking about its energy rating or some crap. Bottom part of the stand, handy. Oh, it's metal. That is metal, cool. And then we have le monitor. I mean, from first inspections, It might have a couple scuffs if I can catch the light right. It might have a couple scuffs. It's a bit dusty, but the plastic is still on it, which makes me think maybe it was a product that was just returned and they can't resell it. It's got basically no bezel to it, which is kind of cool. I mean, I'm going to have to plug this in to see if it works properly, but I'll do that at the end. But this actually looks pretty good at the minute. I guess I'm gonna just carefully place it back in its polystyrene and pop it up there for a minute because I don't want to accidentally break it. Next we go with the big monitor. Oh, we actually have like the manual with this one, which is nice. Not necessary, but nice. Polystyrene. Oh, this is a big monitor. Yeah, this is a big monitor. Right. I think they actually match. I didn't realize they were exactly kind of the same monitor, but in different sizes. Again, power cable, good, need that. Stand, same type of stand as the last one. This one we get HDMI cable with. Always handy, have an extra HDMI. And then the monitor itself, dude, it's like Christmas. Okay, so that's the monitor, boys. It's still wrapped in plastic on the back. So again, I sort of assume that this is returned item. I see a few fingerprints on the front, but nothing really trying to catch the light. Maybe a little smudge or scuff. But honestly, nothing that says that this is broken or smashed to pieces. I don't know where to put it. I'm scared. It's looking good. I paid less than £100 for both of those monitors together, I think. I did. I think I'm doing maths in my head correctly. I paid less than £100 for two monitors, which would easily be worth 100 each, probably. And especially in the condition they're in, they're basically new. They still got plastic wrap on them, which, I mean, really makes me think that they're probably just returned because the person didn't want them anymore or something. But I don't exactly know till I turn it on, and we will do that at the end of this video. I will stop the unboxing, but I will make sure that I let you guys know if everything worked. On to the big package next. We're going to open the gaming chair. Well, first thing, there's a washer. There's a washer just stuck to the tape. So, don't know if that's like an integral part of the chair that's fallen out, or there just happened to be a washer around. I don't know. We got a bit of chair. That actually looks fairly alright. There's a little tiny cut here. It's quite hard to see. Are those snapped? I don't know. That looks like some sort of plastic thing here that looks to have snapped. I don't know what that is. I wonder if it comes with the instructions. So that's okay. This one's a bit curious at the minute. Why is there just... Is there anything in here? Is this just packaging? That might just be packaging. It looks to be filled with foam. Nice little cushion that says HyperX on it. I can't really... I mean, it does say HyperX on it. I don't know if you can see that. That's actually quite a nice... Oh, that's well nice. That's way better than this piece of shit cushion. Dude, that's a good cushion. I paid £40 for a good cushion at least. This bit, that's the wheelbase. Don't see any problem with the armrest. It looks like an armrest. It's not got like a chunk taken out of it or anything. It's not like someone's dog's gnawed on it. It looks fine. Underneath bit, I guess. Again, looks alright. No massive chunks out of it. Hit myself in the microphone pack, but don't worry about that. We got wheels. I mean, they're wheels. They lock. They're locking wheels. One wheel. How many do we need? 5. 1 wheel, 2 wheel, 3 wheels, 4 wheels, 5 wheels. That's all the wheels. A bunch more washers and stuff. This I expect is the bit that broke off from this side, because it looks like this is where it will have snapped. It's got a bit of a crack in it, but that's just a cover. So really, not massively necessary. And if I want to put it on, I'm sure I could just super glue this back together and it wouldn't be too much of a problem. This is the back. So, I mean, other than a bit dusty, and like this side, these holes have obviously been used and it's split the fabric a tiny bit, but I mean, it looks actually pretty alright. Looks pretty good. Grab the last little bits of screws and stuff, everything out. Let's just make sure that there's not a sneaky washer. That's everything unboxed. So I'm gonna have to put the chair together, or at least try to put the chair together. Plug the monitors in, give them a try, and then I will come back to you guys with like the overall, do they work, was it worth it? But from just my initial look, the monitors seem very nice. The chair seems pretty decent. It's got a few little scuffs here and there, which is to be expected, especially from how battered the box was. But overall, actually, I think I've genuinely done quite well. I believe that these monitors are going to work, and I believe this chair is going to go together. I'm going to end that part of the video there, and then I'll come back to you once everything is tested and put together. Okay.
One eternity later.
It's now the end of the day, the same day that I unboxed everything. Everything has been put together. As you may be able to tell, I'm actually sat in the HyperX chair. Sat in the chair. And I'm using currently my two new monitors, my 27 inches here and the 22 inches there. Everything got put together, everything is sorted, everything has been gone through, and I will now just update you on a few little things that I noticed whilst, you know, spending a little bit more time with these things. So, the main thing was the chair, let's be honest. The main thing was the chair, monitors, they turned on, they were fine. There's not much more to say about the monitors. There's some brief little things I want to touch on with the monitors, but we will talk about the chair because that's the main thing that involved lots of parts and being able to put it together and stuff. There were a couple of things that I didn't notice when I was unboxing it, which I then did notice when I was putting it together. So, the main one is one of the wheels was cracked, so I've had to replace that. Luckily, I had two chairs in the office anyway, so I've kind of cannibalized the spare second chair, which was not as good as either of these chairs. So I took a wheel off that, put a wheel on this. It's fine, it's nice. Also, the amount of screws I had for this wasn't ideally enough. So both of the armrests are supposed to have 3 screws in each. They currently only have 2 in each. And the base is attached by 2 screws instead of 4 screws because I didn't have all the screws. So it's okay, it's fine, like it still works. It's like tilts back and everything. It works fine. It's just not quite got as many screws as it should do, but I'm sure I could probably order a couple more of the exact same size screw for probably not very expensive online. I really think that's it for the chair. I had a bit of an issue with the hydraulic pistony, whatever that's called. I had a bit of an issue with that, but I managed to fix that. I just couldn't put it in right, but I managed to sort that. So that's not really a problem with the chair. So yeah, really, there's a couple of small like nicks in the chair, which I did notice when I was unboxing it. I've had to replace one of the wheels because it was just cracked. The plastic wasn't it. It wouldn't really stay on, and it tilted the chair, and it wasn't great. You could live with it, but it wasn't perfect. So I've replaced that, and then I had some screws that were missing. That's pretty much the issues I had with the chair. Now remember, like, this chair is, I paid £44 for this chair. I gotta say, it is super comfy. It's so much better than that chair there. It's so nice. It doesn't creak. I can lean back in it. It's comfy. It's supportive. It's got lumbar support on my back, which this one only has like that dumb little cushion thing, which I hate. The chair, I think, was a great buy. And other than those few issues, which you kind of expect buying something secondhand without really seeing it, you're taking a risk. That's the point, you know, of this video. Like, you're taking a risk. I'm taking a risk buying these things, and I just want to see how well my risk turned out and how well I did for my money. Onto the monitors. So the 27-inch has a small little couple pixels that is I want to say dead. I think it's actually the screen's been impacted, but it's a couple pixels that they just remain white because I think it's been just knocked by something. But honestly, it's not a massive problem for me. Maybe for some people that would be like they couldn't live with that. I can live with that perfectly fine. It's just a couple
like a few dead pixels. It's not that bad. 22-inch monitor, again, it was fine. It was actually fine. I mean, I know it says on the listing, it said both of these had scratched screens. So I was expecting a little bit worse than I got, to be fair. The little tiny little pixels on the 27-inch big monitor is considerably worse than anything on the 22-inch. I genuinely don't see anything on this monitor that is a problem, so that is fine. The only other issue with the monitors is that one of them didn't come with the correct power cable, which is annoying, but luckily my old monitor's power cable fits it, so we all good. Basically, I haven't had to spend anything else. I've got a screenshot that I can show you guys of exactly how much I spent on these things, so you know that I'm not making this up. So on the 22-inch monitor, I spent £38. On the 27-inch monitor, I spent £57, and on the chair, it was £44. You add a little bit for postage and a little bit for like the fee that they charge you. What I've done is I've kind of quickly looked up exactly how well I've done and compared these items to sort of a new, you know, a more full price one. Now, obviously, these things aren't new and they have their own issues, so no, you wouldn't be paying full price for the exact state that these things are in, but I still think I did well. So the chair, £44. Brand new. The only place I can find it is, I think, Curry's PC World, is £200. So, I mean, the chair works. Like, I am sat in it. It is comfortable. It is fine. It's just got a few tiny cosmetic things, which I have pretty much sorted anyway right now. And I paid £44 for this when brand new it's £200. So for the 22-inch monitor, I paid £38. I can't find the exact one, but for similar sort of size Asus ones, you're kind of looking anywhere from like 90 to say like 100-ish. Now, again, it's not exactly the same. Like, this has a HDMI. The one I have up here for £90 doesn't have a HDMI, so I'd rather have a HDMI personally, so I think that this monitor is probably worth a little bit more. Also, this is only a 21.5-inch, this is 22, but if you said £90, I paid 38. Again, I think I got a pretty good deal there for that one. And the 27-inch monitor, the big Asus 27-inch, I have found an exact, the same monitor, and for new, this is going for about £190. I paid £57. Yes, it has a little ding in the screen, but really, to me, that is not worth the extra, you know, £140 or whatever it would be to not have that in there. No, I would rather have the cheaper monitor, thank you. I don't know, I thought this was a cool video. I see a lot of YouTubers doing these kind of things where they're opening like Amazon boxes or Amazon wholesale boxes, items that have been returned, and I figured it'd be cool if I could do something similar to that, which I have kind of done. So I upgraded my setup on a budget, with a little bit of risky investment in some auction, secondhand liquidation items. But I have now two nice new monitors. I've mounted the camera back up on this monitor like it was with my previous monitor, slightly higher up now because it's a bigger monitor, but there we go. I got myself a nice comfy new chair, super comfy. I'm sure I could sit in this thing for hours. This is actually a very nice chair. Does kind of make you realize that maybe spending a bit more on like your gaming chair is probably worth it. The gaming chairs always look expensive, or like the ergonomic chairs are always really expensive, but having sat in a bit of a better one makes me realize that yes, I would happily pay £200 for another one of these rather than pay £100 for something like that. Like, it is night and day between the two. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys liked it. If you'd like to see me do more of this and maybe buy some more things in future, then please do support me by liking and commenting and subscribing to the channel, because otherwise I can't just keep spending money for you know, money doesn't just grow on trees. I can't just keep spending it. Another great way to support me is go and follow me on Twitch. I do live streams over on there fairly regularly. I try and do a couple a week, one a week at least. And of course, if you're looking to buy a PC, go check out Fierce PC and use code Colesy5 to save yourself 5%. Again, that really does help support me and mean that I can make more cool content like this. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys liked the cool things I bought, and let me know if you guys would do the same. Do you think you'd buy this stuff? Let me know if you guys would take a risk and do this yourself. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!